Hello, dear souls. This is Radhika Gopinath Das again. Today we'll talk about the life of a soul. According to worldometers.info, today's world population is 7.8 billion people. 233,000 people came into the bodies today, and 98,000 left their bodies. If you look at it from a Bible's perspective, there is a difference between spirit and a soul. The body is considered like physical dust. There are two coats there. And spirit is a unique concept. It is supposed to be God's breath. And when you put these two together, becomes a soul. So there are many permutations and combinations in the world today of what people think as the soul. And the primary reason for the soul, according to the Bible, is to wait for the judgment day, dead or alive, and you are resurrected from the dead. And upon resurrection, these individuals will become souls again with body and spirit. So pay close attention to that, with body and spirit, which means liberation with a body. According to the Bhagavad Gita, Dehinosmin yata dehe kaumaram yavanam jara tata dehantara praptir dhiras tatra namuhyati. Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, as the embodied soul continuously passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. A sober person is not bewildered by such a change. So, key points are our soul is continuously passing. The body is changing every second. Cells are being born and cells are dying, but the soul is there. And then at one point, we have boyhood or girlhood, if you will, and then to youth, to old age. And at the point of death, the soul similarly, just like it passed from boyhood to youth to old age, it goes into the next body. And that is called death. A sober person, a intelligent person will not be bewildered by such a change. What is the size of a soul? According to the Bhagavad Gita, it is 1/10,000 the tip of a human hair. So human hair is 100 microns. Like if you look at the mesh on the right side, um, each of the mesh opening is 234 microns. Smoke of a cigarette is 2 microns. Red blood cell is approximately 12 microns. So soul is smaller than that, and we will show it to you. So there is, if you look at nanotechnology, there are a lot of things that are shown to be very, very, very small. Pollen grains are 10 to 20 microns. Flour that you use to make pastries with is 50 to 100 microns. Human hair is about 100 microns. So if you divide 100 microns by 10,000, because it is said soul is 1/10,000th the tip of a human hair. So if you divide that, it comes to a very small number, which is 1/100th of a micron. So if you look here, 1 micron is the size of a bacteria. 1/10th of a micron is virus. And then if you keep going, this molecule is the size of a nanometer. So that's pretty small, pretty small. So again, here are some more examples of what a micron is. So if you look at household dust, that is 4 microns, cat dander is 1 micron. And a nanotube, which is the basis for nanotechnology made out of carbon fiber, is 2 nanometers, which is approximately the size of the soul. So very, very small. So does the size of the soul change by the body? We have to see. If coronavirus is alive, and it is, and it affects people, it has a soul in it. So the size of a soul needs to be smaller than that of a virus. So size of a virus is about 0.01, 1/100th of a micron, which is the lower bound for the size of a virus. So soul is smaller than the size of a virus, which is tending towards size of gas molecules individual molecules. So there are billions of molecules in a square inch of gas, and that is just one molecule. So how do you measure something so small? We use something called as a micrometer. So there'll be a very thinly calibrated scale on which this micrometer is a rotating thing, a thimble. As you rotate, one full rotation is 1 millimeter, and you have many segmentations on that rotating thimble. So that will help you understand how small the measurements are. So pay close attention. Soul is smaller than the virus. It is tending towards the size of a gas molecule or a nanotube. Is the size of the soul the same in each body? Actually, it is. Whether it is the big giraffe or the small birds flying next to it or the lion that is attacking the giraffe, the size of the soul is exactly the same. And what is the purpose of the soul? Why did the soul come here? As we said, 7.8 billion is the world's population. So, what are the souls supposed to do? According to Swami Prabhupada, the founder of ISKCON, every individual soul is eternally a servitor. When one is fixed in the understanding that he is the part and parcel of the Supreme Soul, and that his eternal position is to serve in association with the Supreme Lord, he becomes self realized. The position of rightly understanding oneself cuts the knot of material attraction. Hridaya Granthi Vedanam means it cuts the knot. We have a hard knot in our heart. The knot is made out of pride, anger, envy. So we need to cut this. So, due to false ego or false identification of oneself with the body and the material world, one is entrapped by Maya. Maya means something that doesn't exist, but it makes us feel that everything is good. I'm growing old, but my mind will tell me that no, 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 it is okay. You can just put a little bit of patchwork and live forever, which is not true. Nobody lives forever. But as soon as one understands that he is qualitatively the same substance as the Supreme Lord, because he belongs to the same category of the spirit soul, and that his perpetual position is to serve, one attains Atma Darshanam and Hridaya Ganti Bedanam, or self realization. So, service to the Supreme causes us to understand who we are, the soul, and what our goal, which is to cut the hard knot of attachment, pride, envy, greed, and all the other negative qualities. So when one cuts the knot of attachment to the material world, his understanding is called knowledge. Atma Darshanam means to see oneself by knowledge. So, my dear souls, let's all cut the knot of material attraction. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Until next time.